Hey, what is happening, you barking balls? It has been a while, but I'm finally back and grinding again as far as the content goes. Today, we're trying out Hale's Arceus Goodra deck that they used to win the Salt Lake City Regional Championships. I actually lost to Hale in top 4. Definitely not a good matchup for Reggie. But we're going to find out what else we can possibly... what else is possibly a good matchup for Goodra Arceus, or maybe even a bad matchup here. It looks like we're up against... I mean, definitely some kind of Lost Zone deck. My guess would be Giratina, because their deck box has a dragon type on it. So I'm going to go ahead and guess we're up against Giratina here. Maybe we are, maybe we're not. But I think that's a pretty solid guess, especially if there's the Drapion in there. But most people have been running the Drapion in the Lost Zone decks in general. So it could be any of them as of right now still. But there's the Recyclers. I'm pretty confident this is Giratina. But I played 0 games with Arceus Goodra so far this format. 0 games. Definitely a deck I wish I had tried out a little bit more to see if I liked it or not, especially because Hale did end up taking down the tournament with it. But I do like this hand. I think we got some good options here. Definitely want to path to the peak my opponent. Shut down the possibility of Lumineon or Greninja on the following turn for my opponent. That's going to be the goal next turn. They've done a whole lot of... My opponent's like done a whole lot, but it doesn't really seem like they've done too much. You know what I'm saying? Like they've done a lot of Comfeys and stuff. They got 1 teen out in the Lost Zone. I'm feeling pretty good as of right now about our current situation. So yeah, we're gonna with the research path. Big charm on the Arceus. Sounds good to me. Grab an Arceus. Both our Goodras are here, which is super important. We want to go Arceus double Goodra. Maybe I shouldn't put the path in play. Okay, I take it back, actually. We probably shouldn't path here. Yeah, because then I can't Starbirth next turn if I have to. I don't want to Starbirth, but sheesh, with hands like this, you sometimes gotta Starbirth. This hand is terrible. All right. Pass. Oh, we're passing. Yeah, this hand is awful. Lots of energy. No other real options, but we should have the Starbirth on the next turn. Yeah, if I put the path in play, would have been good. Would have not been good. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm kind of scared of getting knocked out. My opponent is down 2 escape rope, though, and Giratina decks generally play 2 to 3 escape rope. I'm feeling okay about Arceus not getting KO'd here. They could have the play, though. That would be pretty bad. Escape rope, attach, gate, evolve. 280, goodbye Arceus V. That would not be good, so we're really hoping my opponent is not able to pull that together here. But it is definitely something that is possible. So we're really hoping that doesn't happen. They're already down 2 escape rope, so I feel a little bit better because of that. And if we can avoid that play, I feel like we're in an okay spot. If we can avoid that play from my opponent, see what they fully have here, and I feel like we'll be in an okay spot. We'll see, though. Also need to find the V-Star as well, which it is possible they could whiff. Cram there. Looks like they might just be going with a Cram hit, which I'm 100% cool with. There's the Greninja, which is the main reason I wanted to put the path to the peak in play, but they're going with a Shred. I like this a lot. This works out perfectly. Like, being able to hit this Giratina is super good here, I feel like, for us. Big fan. And we top deck the Colress. We don't need... Oof. Okay, this... And probably the Marnie is going to be a little bit more beneficial. They have a huge hand, and I'm sure they want to build on it further. I'm going to go with these. A Quick Ball. Ultra Ball. Grab the Goo. And actually, we don't have to use Starbirth here. Grab the... We don't have to use Starbirth here. I was like, we could, but we actually don't have to. So I don't think I'm going to, because being able to use potentially the Moisture Star is going to be so much better, I think, in the long run. This hit here. Water Metal. I could put another water out there onto it. But if they have the KO, if they have like the boss KO, that'd be pretty bad. Let's just go Water Metal and see how that plays out. I'm pretty comfortable with this play. We'll see how it goes. And for them to KO my active here, we have the Big Charm, so they'll either need the Vacuum or they will need to use their Star Requiem on my Arceus. So both things that could happen, I am fine with. If they do either of those plays, I'm cool with that, to be honest. So yeah, if they go with the Vacuum play, that means they don't have the Vacuum to get rid of my big Parasol. They usually only play 1 Vacuum. And if they go with the other play of Star Requiem, they don't have to Star Requiem for my Goodra anymore, which means they have no good way to one-hit KO Goodra, and we'll still have our Moisture Star remaining. And pretty much I almost never see Giratina decks playing There's like a card I'm thinking about, but I forget what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have only a 9. So they can hit us hard, which I'm fine with. And I'm sure they would rather do that than have hit with cram, because if they hit with cram, then I had boss KO on this. That would leave them in some trouble. So 280 is on the way, I assume. Oh, no! Boss on the Goodra for the 280. That's super unfortunate that my opponent had the boss there. Okay, so this makes things a lot more difficult. Now, I do kind of feel like I want to use Starbirth here to get this big Parasol on my next Goodra, but I don't need to use Starbirth per se, especially because we just top-decked a Quick Ball. Goodra. Here we go again. I'm going to go ahead and Marnie. So I'm about to pull those basic energy out of the deck again anyways with the Trinity Nova. Okay, the rest of the hand is dead, but I don't really need too much besides the Moisture Star at this point. I'll even play this to thin out the other Goodra V-Star. Okay, and as long as they don't have the vacuum here... Well, actually, to be honest, even if they do have the vacuum, they can only vacuum away the Parasol off the bench Goodra V, or the Big Charm off the active to KO this without using Star Requiem. So to be honest, even if they do have the vacuum for one of these pieces, that's not too concerning. I'm still feeling like we're in a pretty good spot. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. We'll see. We'll see what they even have. They might not even have the vacuum this turn. In which case, they won't even be able to get a knockout. Well, I mean, they could, like, escape rope my Goodra up again. That would be bad. That's one reason the, let me see where it is. The Gardevoir is so good, because we only play one prize Pokemon, so if my opponent plays escape rope, and we ever have Gardevoir in play, we can always just send that up. Unfortunately, my Gardevoir got taken care of pretty early on, which wasn't terrible for me, to be honest. I didn't mind that that's kind of how that went down, but that wasn't great. I think that's down 3. Is that 3 Mirage Gates? 1 there. So many things to check now with the loss. I have to check like 2 different discard piles. Yeah, 3 Mirage Gate. They have 1 Mirage Gate left. They can only accelerate 2 more energy into play. And then that's it. They're cooked. And I've got Marnie and Boss in my hand, so I'm feeling pretty confident with my options on the next turn as well. Marnie and Boss, gonna be pretty good for me. I could set up another Arceus here. That doesn't sound great though, because then that thing gets 1-hit KO. But if they don't have enough energy to do that many attacks, maybe it is the correct play. All right, well over 10 now. Definitely Star Requiem. Here's the Cram send up. We still have Starbirth though, so this isn't too scary, to be honest. I do kind of want to heal my active Arceus though. Go like this. Ooh, that top deck is super tempting. So now we can just go Stadium, double turbo. We actually have an insane play this turn. Stadium into play. Attach to the active, Hyper Potion the active, get rid of one of the double turbos because we bumped their Stadium. We're at full HP again. Bring up and pressure the only energy in play on their Giratina. Evolve to a Goodra. Quick Ball away a Goodra because we don't want that Goodra anymore. Thin this out of the deck. And we have 1 water left in the deck, which I might leave in the deck, but I might go ahead and grab and throw on the Goodra. And let's see if my opponent can handle this now. Almost all their energy's gone. 3, 4, 5. Cycler's gone. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 energy gone. Did I count that right? 11 energy maybe now? Sheesh. They got like nothing left. I'm feeling super confident at this point. If we get through this next Giratina, I think we win. But they don't really have anything to KO another Pokemon. Like the Giratina, this is it. They got this Giratina, and that's basically it. They got nothing else. They're done. I don't think they're going to be able to set up. And here comes a Chorus. They only have 5 cards left in deck. What? They better have an Ornate Rod left, or that's it. That's game. I mean, to be honest, I think it's game anyways. Do we have a boss left? We could even top deck boss here. If we top deck boss here, the game's definitely over. So they got to go in with the... All right, they're getting another tier. They're getting another Giratina back. Okay, maybe this is going to be closer than I think. This might end up being closer than I think. Energy back. Okay. If I top deck boss, I think I just win. Ooh, here comes the Comfey. They do have to loss on one of those pieces. Also in the Giratina. Okay, so I think I still only have to deal with 1 more Giratina. And there's the Concede. That's sometimes how it goes with the Giratina deck. If you force them to have so much stuff constantly, they just start to run out of resources, to be honest. And that felt pretty easy, to be honest, as the Goodra. That felt pretty... We're just kind of sitting there, attacking. We weren't doing a whole ton. Meanwhile, my opponent turns 1,000 actions a minute. And it just ends up with them decking out, basically, and not having enough resources left to close out the game. We get a pretty easy dub there with the Goodra. That's going to do it for this gameplay with the Arceus Goodra. I mean, the deck is honestly pretty sick. It's the first game I played with it, and it felt incredible. Definitely recommend you guys try it out if you're looking for something a little bit different. The new best tank deck, I guess, for sure, right? And I am back. I'm back on the YouTubes, back on the grind. Catch y'all tomorrow with another video. Peace.